I ain't got no hat, and I'm still hairy.
Well, I'm thoroughly protected and had it up. And I'm Richard, you cocksuckers.
Yeah, cocksuckers. You're watching Dead Decks.
Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
I think I do 2 minutes of anything.
Can you?
No.
You sounded really filthy and terrible and unprofessional.
Yep. That's how we do here.
Yeah. Well, insert words here.
Words.
I'm just gonna
here.
drink.
What are we talking about today?
How about some books,
Books.
motherfuckers?
We like books.
We did a pretty much a brief blurb overview of every book we had on hand some time ago. Shit, that's probably been a lot of videos ago now.
Yeah, probably, I don't know, a year ago.
You know, I got
a year.
Yeah, fuck. I got a couple new things since then, maybe more, but I couldn't be bothered looking to see everything I talked about last time. But there's at least 3 that I know I did not, that I figured I'd mention. So
we're going to talk about them.
that's what the fuck we're talking about.
Yep.
If I don't just do like I did earlier and just fuck off in the middle of the video and start doing something else, that could happen too.
Earlier in the day we were filming and Richard just got on eBay and started buying shit while I was talking.
I already mentioned something I knew I've been wanting forever and like, fuck it, I'm buying it right now.
Yep.
So he kept talking while we're filming and I just fucking bought it.
Good times.
Yeah, I might have the distinction as the first YouTube creator to literally just fucking tune out and shop on eBay and buy something while they're filming a video.
Can we be called creators if we just turn the camera on and talk? Is that fair? Is that fair to people that actually create shit?
I mean, you look it up in Merriam-Webster, buddy. We're creators. Like, if you take a big shit, you're technically a creator. Look at I made. We created this pile of shit. We're proud of it.
Okay.
All right. Well, what we're going to start with, I'm going to start with this fucking turd here. Now, this could be good for the right people. It's Tomart's collectible photo checklist and price guide to collectible card games. What my stupid ass didn't realize when I bought it is it only has 3 games in it. It's Magic, Spellfire, and
Star Trek.
Yeah, and Star Trek. And I didn't really want a photo checklist of any of these.
Because we have the internet.
And there's no interesting content. It doesn't even lead off with an article. There's nothing. It's, you think there'd be something. Oh, okay, I lied. There's like 2 pages that tells you a little bit about the games in here that everybody already knew anyway.
When was that made?
Oh, shit, you would ask me that.
Can you read it?
Well, that's another valid question. 95. No wonder it didn't have any fucking games in it. I could have looked that up. But I think I got it for like $10 or whatever.
You got it at a discount because it was $15.95 when it was new.
I don't know what use anybody's going to have for this because you just get on your phone and look that shit up just as quick as you can in here. Unless you just really like browsing through the card art, it's big enough. I mean, you could do that.
Yeah.
That might be cool.
You could drool over stuff you don't have.
Yeah, certainly the Magic cards, you could drool over a few things. I mean, the Spellfire art is cool enough that that's all right to look at them. One time, maybe, and I never look at it again.
I guess you could cut it up and frame it and make some art or something out of it.
I guess. If you're looking for like a master, book collection, I don't really. This wouldn't fit my list now that I know what it is. I wouldn't consider this I have to own at all. I don't know that there was ever another photo checklist price guide thing made, so maybe there's that.
Yesterday at a yard sale, I came across an old baseball card price guide. It was about the same concept as this. It was, I remember having that as a young kid, probably 9, 10.
Damn.
That thing is just the worst thing that's ever been made, ever. Still is.
Does it have pictures?
Yeah, it's got pictures and, little blurbs and articles. And of course, it's a price guide that was out of date 3 months before it was printed.
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
Yeah.
Well, so you going to look at that while I roll on? Or what? Well, now you're the second content creator to ever just fuck off in the middle of the video.
Yeah. I'll see y'all later.
We're racking up all the distinctions today. So I opened a Dragon Storm book for the first time today. I'd held on to it for quite a while. Then I realized they're out there relatively cheap. And I'm probably going to buy a full set of them. So I opened this one. I want to get my hands on one. And what I thought was a cover. My dumb ass didn't realize that ain't a cover. That is actually, I don't know what the technical term for that is, Harry. like a DM shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it up around you as the DM, so when you jerk off during the game, they don't see you. I think that's what it's for.
It is. Can't confirm.
Spoken as a true jerking DM. So the actual book that goes along with the RPG slash CCG is just this generic. Oops, flat. Fan thrown. Generic white paper. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's.
I got no problem.
No, that's what you would expect. I don't know. I think some of the D&D stuff's even like that back in the day. Maybe not now, but.
Yeah, if you don't remember, we haven't talked about it much, but we will be talking about it more in the relatively near future. Because this is one I'm intrigued by. This is more of an RPG. You need a DM. You even have distinct decks for the DM versus the player. Now, I'm curious to see if we can squeeze out a solo mode and maybe make it a true CCG experience, but yeah, that's it. I'm intrigued. And we've been recently got some buddies getting back into D&D, which I'd like to join in on soon. So this kind of, I don't know, I might fuck around with that some
Yeah, we may end up making some content out of it.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be, but don't cross your fingers.
But we have to click buttons and do shit, carry cameras around. Fucking exhausting.
It is. And you know our production value here. Come on.
It's basically
We can't
zero.
be expected to travel.
Have nothing, won't travel.
Yeah.
So really the last one I want to talk about, I mean, I really like the Dragonstorm book, but this is probably the real winner. And I'm going to forget the exact phrasing. A biographical dictionary, role-playing game, and collectible card game artist. This one is worth buying. Now, I got it really cheap. I had been looking for it forever, and I had seen some copies previously were $50 or $60 on eBay. I wouldn't pay that for it.
No.
I think I paid 10. And that's at 10. Fuck yeah, I'll buy it all day. This is really thorough. I mean, you can see the print size. It has profiles on all of these artists. I haven't been able to look up anybody that wasn't present. It seems exceptionally thorough. And very long credit sections for all of their RPG art up to this date, which I think was 2009.
Well, that's when it was published, yeah.
Yeah. Magazine art, game-related art, CCG illustrations, RPG illustrations, and quite a few paragraphs on everyone included. A lot of people, of course, I've never even heard of. And there's a few people in here that are major artists that contributed to some games I was not aware of. So this one I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I don't know if I'm going to cover to cover read it. I might be nerdy enough to do that.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm definitely going to be referencing it.
Yeah.
We just looked up Brahm. There's some other major ones I'd like to look up. We can look up Mark Poole. I'm sure he's got a substantial list.
Mm-hmm.
Even as of this writing, it's probably a big one.
Yeah, and there's more he's done since.
Yeah.
Speaking of artists, do you know Phil Foglio's back into the Magic thing? He made some Magic cards in the Double Master sets you were talking about.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Chaos Warp. He did the art for that, the borderless one at least.
Yeah, I was just talking about how much Double Masters is a sharp-looking fucking product. Collector stuff, especially all those crazy textured cards and a lot of the full art borderless stuff. Those are great looking. I wouldn't pay that for it, but they look great.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mark Poole. See, most people's CCG section is a little paragraph in here. Mark Poole's is this. It's about a third of the page.
Yeah.
I won't try to get it in shots so you can actually see it, but it is fucking massive.
If we were better at our jobs, we'd take pictures and show it or something. But
Battle Lords, Battletech, Doomtown, Dragonstorm, Dune, Fantasy Adventures, Guardians, Jihad, every fucking game. On and on and on and on.
all the games, and he's still pumping out shit.
Yeah, Mythos, Netrunner, Redemption. He even did fucking Redemption art. He did a picture of Mary and Moses.
I'll be damned.
Tempest of the Gods, Warhammer. Fucking, I can just read it to you.
Yeah.
But that is a good one. I would recommend getting a hold of that book. If you're going to be a nerd about this shit, you need that.
Yeah, that's next level nerd stuff right there, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I definitely hope we get some content out of this soon. Like, me and you need to... You can be the DM.
Okay.
You're a little fairy prancing through the woods. There's a
Yep.
fucking dragon. He's about to eat you. Fuck, I'm tired. That's all I got to say. Books, words. You got tired of reading the picture book real quick, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck we do then?
Good enough.
God, I wish we'd fuck off, buddy, yeah.